Hi, welcome to TamiyaSC. I'm Armand Gutierrez. So today we're going to look at some footage of the 3D printed ramps being used before we actually sit down and talk about them. I'm going to appear later on to give you more specifics. But here's some test footage. The first clip is from our garage. The second clip is also from our garage, and we just got a couple setups going on. These next couple clips are actually from the Tamiya Ultimate Race Series, and it's a super stock class. And let's have some fun watching.
You're not so fast, dude. I don't like very fast, though.
Here we have the 8mm jump, the offset jump, and the 11mm jump.
Yeah.
Here we have the offset jumps.
Yeah.
And secretly hiding is the 24mm jump.
That's like the perfect jump. Nope, this is last shot right here. If it makes it around, you're good.
Oh! Yep. Hi, welcome to TamiyaSC. This is a 3D printed ramp episode. So here we have the first 3D printed ramp that I made. It's, of course, 114 millimeters. I believe this is, should be like around 90 or so for the length. We're looking at 75 millimeters for the length of this one. And then we have an 8mm jump. And to be absolutely honest, the 8mm jump does nothing. If you're looking for a small little speed bump to slow down your car for bigger jumps in your home track, then I highly suggest using this. But otherwise, it's worthless. So we moved up for the second one, and we got an 11mm ramp. Same dimensions all the way throughout. Since the track itself is 115 millimeters, I usually like to go 114 millimeters, so that way it's really nice and snug. Because if you actually made it 115 millimeters, it would be 1 millimeter too big, and you would actually push the walls out a little bit, because that's the distance from wall to wall. This one actually is really great for going off of the, help me out with that. Overpass jumps. So when you take an overpass and you put it into two pieces and you get two jumps out of that, this is absolutely perfect for that. It extends the jump a little bit more and makes it a little higher. So then we look at these half jumps here. Unfortunately, I don't recall what these were, but these are 11mm jumps, and these are tiny little wedges, and the way these work is that you put it on one side of the track, and as your car goes, it tilts. These worked really, really well in the past for making sure that we had a bunch in a row, and it just shakes the car up. So that way, if your car's unbalanced, you'll go here, left and right, left, right, left, right. And if your car's unbalanced, and you have one side more than the other, then this will pretty mess you up pretty hard. You can put this at the right beginning of a turn and make sure you either turn more into the track or turn away from the turn, making sure that you have to have higher rollers set up. And these were really, really great. Then we decided to go with something a little bit bigger, and then this is a 14mm side ramp. And this one was actually made because this one, that I believe is 24mm, was way too big. If you put them side by side, you can see quite big of a difference. What we ended up doing with these is that we actually ended up putting them next to each other and then having a ramp where you actually get quite a bit of air, and then you're off balance in the air. That makes it so that way if your weights are able to move too much in the air, one side the weights will go way too high, the other side will go way too low, and then that would actually flip you out. And then we have technically the same thing here, where we have one side a very nice 11mm, and we have the other side a very large 24mm. This would actually do the exact same thing as the other two, but it's a much more solid piece. It's much more structurally sound. Also, not only that, but most of these jumps, we have a little 2mm bed in here, so that way you can put a roll or a little piece of duct tape to make sure it's secure in the ramp. And then, of course, you want to put a duct tape at the end here, so that way you can jump off of it. We made two of these, so that way two of the ramps, or two of the lanes, will be really tricky. And then we have one giant fat 24 millimeter regular ramp. And this thing's just a whole heck of a lot of fun, because if you have those slopes and you're really high off of the ground and you put that on top, technically this is your bottom, and landing there and huge jump, it's super fun. I don't know if we're going to be able to sell these in the future, but I do know that for if you live in Orange County or Orange City or Orange Town, I don't even know the name of the place that I go race, at the Ultimate Hobbies and the Marukai, for Ultimate Hobby races, which is every other week on Cantella Avenue in California, these are available to race on. And hopefully soon, within the next month or next time we race at the Marukai race, we'll have 5 24 millimeter jumps, hopefully to play around with and try either during the race or before the race, just for fun, so that way people can try some really crazy stuff. I'm Armin Gutierrez. This is TamiyaSC. I'll see you next time.